Right. Life update time.
I've finished second year of uni, which has kind of gone really, really well. I finally just got my 2 projects back, and I'm kind of really relieved with one of them because I was like, thank fuck. Like, I literally did that 2 weeks of the deadline because I was kind of retold by my tutor to do it. Yeah, long story short. So I was like, got that out of the way. Whereas the other one, again, like, really, that was a more mum-based project. Once again, put so much time, effort, and even money into that project, and I just didn't really get what I wanted. But it's obviously considered like a good grade, but I just kind of, it's again that emotional letdown of that. And I had that last year as well when I did my project on mum. I kind of got a similar grade. And it's like, it's almost they care, but they care to an extent where it's like, they see this happen all the time. But I honestly was proud of myself for once on the work that I did, and then just didn't get what I wanted, but it's fine. But yeah, other than that, life is good. I'm just kind of finding my place and kind of finding out what to do with myself this summer, and then, yeah, just thinking about the future a bit more as I'm heading into third year uni after this summer. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Friends are good, boyfriend's good, everything's good. Seen a lot of concerts. Seen a lot of people. I've been very busy. I've been travelling because initially I was in Bournemouth and then I was travelling back to see you. And then I had 3 Thursday concerts. I had Lana Del Rey, then I had Billie Eilish night 1, and then I had Billie Eilish night 6. So it's a lot. I now do not have a lot of money. But yeah, amazing experience. But yeah, and I took you to see Lana Del Rey, and that was really, really good. That was a nice day.
Actually really good.
Yeah.
I think what's been nice about Bunny recently is, I think we definitely spoke about your project in the last episode, which is good.
I think so, yeah.
But
if you remember, then we did.
I feel like I remember you talking about the process behind it. There's pigeons on it.
Yeah, there's pigeons on it.
Yeah, what's been really nice is as you finished, we had the grad show, and that was just amazing to see you like that switched on, and really, your work was great, but also she knew like everyone else's work and the background behind like how they created it, why they did it, and all that stuff. Like, you're going to be fine for life. And yeah, Bunny's had more of the capacity now that she's finished uni to, before you found it really hard to come and see everyone in like London, and you've made an effort to do that for the concerts, but also you've chilled out a bit more, and it's been really nice to just like hang out, I guess.
Yeah.
Apart from we are having issues in our relationship.
We're not having issues. We've always had issues. But with me and you growing up, we've always been very on-off. And I think what it is, coming back here, dealing with more feelings of grief. And just, I think this whole subconscious thing of, oh, fuck, it's been a year and mum's not here. And I think we're probably the most vulnerable that we are around each other, and that just means a lot more feelings are brought up than we probably mean to show. So then we just kind of argue with each other, and now we don't have mum to be like, girls, stop bickering. So it doesn't stop until it does. But we're good. We've talked.
We need to work on our community. It's really weird. It's like, I know for me anyway, and I'm assuming it's the same for you, like, we obviously like deeply care about the other person and never want them to hurt or be upset. But it just like, we, for some reason, will instantly go into like the defense thing and be like, why are they trying to hurt me? Or like, like, it just, I don't know why. We just have a lot of miscommunication. So we need to get better at like, as soon as there's the trigger thing, being like, okay, like,
it's the typical older sister when for her it comes off is when she's like, she's protecting me, but it's coming off as negative. But it is positive. You're just doing it to protect me and show that you love me, whereas I'm just hearing negative things, and I'm like,
Also, like, I said a lot of really bad shit growing up, it turns out.
I can back that. Because it's all up here still.
Well, not you can back that. It's just been coming out recently. And I'm like, shit, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. It's fine.
So.
It's all right.
Rough. I think just being sisters is really rough, though.
It is. I mean, you don't see this happening between boys. I think what it is boys genuinely just fight it out. Whereas we've only fought once, and that involved a baguette, which got broken into two.
Baguette wars.
Baguette wars, yeah. Yeah, that was very funny.
But we didn't get on really.
Growing up.
No.
We've always giggled and argued.
Yeah.
And giggled some more and argued
But it's
some
really
more.
sad because if I was just a really nice sibling from the beginning, we would have just got on. But I was just a brat and I didn't like you hanging out with all my friends all the time. And
that was true.
You know, it's kind of, yeah, if we really want to go there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wonder how things would have gone if I just was like super chill and, yeah, you know.
Well, the cousins would be a great example of that.
Well, exactly. But anyway. Stress.
We're okay now. I feel like this
is like all siblings that like the majority.
I know
of siblings
exactly.
Like,
like it is just the typical thing of a sister and you being the older sister, and it's just different. I feel like all siblings are different, and obviously depending on the trope, if it's like brother sister or brother and brother sister, or even more if there's more of you. But I think this is the importance of this podcast. It's not only our documentation-free grief, but it's about us and our relationship. Like this whole grieving process of mum is bringing us closer together whether we like it or not, and I think that's the issue.
Maybe that's it as well. Yeah, the speed at which it's almost like we're like two.
Yeah,
what is
because
it? It's like atoms, or like the two. We're just colliding into kind of each other's like orbit, and it's just a bit.
Yeah, it's just a lot. Because I feel like for you would call mum, if not 3 times a day. You would literally call her 1 to 3 times
on a
day.
bad
Like,
day.
On a bad day
when I was
but you used to call her pretty much like every day. Like it would be.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, you did. I was here for uni. You would call her every single day.
Oh, at uni, yeah, but not at when I moved to London. I feel like it wasn't every day.
It wasn't as much, but you still used to talk to her a lot and
a couple times
ask for advice, and you were still very like.
Yeah, I did. That was it. I'd call her up really quickly and be like, "What do you think about this?" That was primarily what.
Yeah. And again, for me, she very much was like my comfort person. And I guess when it changed more, I don't know, when you went to uni and then you lived in London, you were physically slightly more apart, but you would still call her up. Whereas for me, I was very much around her all the time. And I feel like I didn't get to experience almost life without her. I definitely did become a lot more independent when I started uni. But I think it was just... Now it's like, that's a whole person missing from our lives. Mm-hmm. That's a whole, like, as we said, comfort person to talk to. Like, it's a whole thing that's... It's a whole thing that's gone. And I think we're kind of trying to find that in each other. Yeah. And I don't think
that's so funny because you haven't even looked at my agenda and you've linked everything very nicely.
But I think, yeah, we're just trying to... We're trying to find it in each other without realising it. I feel like it's subconsciously we're forcing it on each other to be like, you are now mum. Or trying to see... I think what it is maybe me and you are the same person. That is why we clash so much. It's because we are just mum.
Now, because we're completely different.
We are completely different.
But we're the only people having the exact same experience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like every time I'm having a shit day, I go to message Amy and I see that she's already sent me "I'm having a shit day" texts. And I'm like, good to know that I'm not the only one. So I think that is really, really good. And I just think it's only taking you a bit of time to kind of realise that you can call and can message me and that I do care. But obviously it will never be the same as mum.
No, but
I just think I think it's figuring out that even though I am 4 years younger than you, I'm very happy to help and listen to your problems. And give you as much advice as I possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So in the last episode, I remember Bunny was talking and I wasn't giving her much because I was really down. And essentially, how the roles were reversed. I felt like Bunny was doing better in Bournemouth because she was cracking on with stuff. And basically, I'd quit fashion and I'd been looking for jobs for a while now. I guess officially since March. And I'm trying to move from fashion PR. Well, first it was fashion PR. Then I was trying to move into tech PR because I just thought it's, I can do like kind of environmental tech projects, still PR stuff. And then I was just like, couldn't get that. So then I was just going for any kind of PR. So like consumer, automotive, that type of thing. And I really thought about it and I was like, well, why am I not going after environmental stuff and more digital marketing type of stuff like I've always wanted to do? So then I pivoted again. I've just basically gone through so many different sets of stuff. But like I've almost got jobs at Finisterre, the UNEP, Greenhouse Communications, like big kind of they're consistent, and it's the fact that I've been getting those kind of like interviews is amazing. But I just seem to fall at the last hurdle. So I've just been working on that for a while. As well, though, like some of those roles were for like PR roles, like varying from like junior executive to like manager, and then more like digital marketing-y stuff. And then as I've gone through digital marketing, I've then been able to find my niche in like environmental stuff. And now I've been pitching for like freelance work, and I have a much better understanding of what that would look like for an environmental agency. So really hoping I get one of the last. It's like
You will.
It's just been, I can't explain. I mean, people will know this navigating the job market, but I think it's horrific for me because it's so exhausting. Like I haven't got an income, but I've been
Working every day,
like flat out across like applying to, I'll have like 4 weeks where I'm just doing job stuff and like interviews. And then I'll have 4 weeks where I hear nothing. And then that's kind of how it's been rolling for the last like X amount of months. You know, maybe it's time for me to get like a part-time coffee shop type of job or something like that. But then also like I am flat out.
you're so close.
I'll suddenly get a pitch for some freelance
so
environmental
close, like,
work.
why give up now?
Yeah, and also like I genuinely...
You've had like three interviews this week, or like going in total?
Yeah. Like I just, and that's, and it always works like that. I'll have a week suddenly where I've got loads back to back and then I'll have nothing for it. Like it's just crazy. But I just have been working flat out. Like I'm so busy and working on like just little projects for me. So like this little green environmental series, and then also trying to edit the podcast and all that stuff, which has been like great, but that's quite intense. So I can only do that in certain like bursts of time. So I might do like 1 week on, 1 week off, or like 1 week on, 2 weeks off. And then all the job stuff on top of that. So it's quite, and I guess in doing these projects and this, I have been able to upskill. So I'm so close. I'm pretty exhausted, and I've had a lot of low moments. And London's been great for the summer because hanging out with friends, but it's so expensive. And I also am kind of over it. I really would like to move somewhere else, like somewhere in Europe. One thing for me that happened basically is obviously we've said before, had an eating disorder when I was younger, and then was on the pill from the age of like
I want to say 16.
16.
Yeah,
16. Yeah, I think 16 to 22.
21,
you're right.
I think it's 21, 16 to 21.
And then I came off the pill, and I was on the combined pill, and I was on like the more intense ones for like acne, so Dianet, Yasmin, that type of thing, which are like the most high risk ones. Anyway, I mean, I feel very passionately about like women's health and all that stuff. Having said that, I would love to give people actual advice, but seeing that there isn't a good contraceptive alternative yet and no research has been done, I'm not going to advise anything. Like your body is your body, but what I will say is like for me personally, coming off the pill is great. However, my anorexia and the combination of being on the pill for ages, well, to be fair, I didn't get my period until I was like 16, and then
because
like,
you were so ill.
But basically, what I've done is a really good job at destroying my ovaries. So I've got PCOS. It's out for debate whether it's like just post pill or whether it's long term. Also because when I came off the pill a couple of years ago, I had a load of bloods done and did a load of testing and like really chased this and like tried to get it fixed. Now I'm just kind of, I'm really lucky, like our aunt paid for me to have a lot of blood tests and sessions with doctors on Harley Street. So I'm now on like this is super deep. I'm now on like a natural progesterone cream thing. So it like helps trigger my cycle. So like things have been working, but I basically bought like a knockoff, slightly cheaper progesterone.
Actually, I've just realised I think it's funny because I'm really high in estrogen.
Yeah, I know. I've tried to have this convo loads of times.
That's so we're like opposite.
Yeah, I know.
That's so weird.
Exactly. So anyway, but sorry, that was savage. But
yeah.
I just anyway. But basically, yeah, I bought a knockoff progesterone, and it took a couple of weeks, if that makes sense, for my hormones to realise that it didn't have the proper ones. So my cycle was all over the place, aka non-existent, and my hormones were crazy. And basically, I don't know how you feel, but for me with grief, like I always get, usually like the Sunday before I'm about to get my period, I don't want to put off guys from listening to this, but I just really feel that we need to talk about hormones and grief. It'll be the only episode, so it'll be fine. But basically, yeah, like the Sunday before I am about to get my period, you get like PMS symptoms, or like I do anyway, and it really gives me horrific anxiety. And I usually, like historically, I would have gone out as well. So then like hungover and the anxiety perfect storm, I would have called mum back in the day. I obviously go out less this year. And I've not got mum to call anymore. But anyway, those days, the grief is like pretty unbearable, pretty bad. And now I'm back on like the actual progesterone, and like I barely have to use it now, which is great. But it just works so much better, and now I feel more normal. Having said that, this Sunday before the period every month, like I'm gonna get horrific grief. Like it's just, I can't manage it very well. Or like, no, I do manage it, obviously. But anyway, there was like a couple month period where my hormones were all over the place, and I was super stressed with everything. I just found out that I didn't get one of my dream jobs. And it was really close, and like I should have, I basically like didn't perform as well as I had done in the first one and second interview after doing a load of tasks, but equally the recruiter had said like I was best suited for the role, like my knowledge was amazing. Like I would have been the perfect fit, but they just had to it's just really like kicking myself type of thing. And I'd been ill and all this stuff and had like 3 other interviews that week, so it's always like what if grass is greener, that type of vibe. But yeah, I properly, what the fuck is the new like Gen Z term, crash out? Yeah, I properly crashed out. And I basically had like gone to the gym, and that normally makes me feel better, but it kind of made me more like hyper anxious, angry, all of this stuff. And I just wanted to call mum and say, mum, like this is where I'm at with the next load of stuff. I need to get like a part-time job soon as well. Like I've got pressure on that, and what do I do? Like, you know me, you've seen me creatively, what my journey's been like, you've seen how I've got to this role and all of this stuff. Like I just was like, who can I call that's gonna help? And I just was pacing around my room, like pacing, and it was a proper like, it really felt like a manic episode. Like I literally didn't know what to do with myself. It was really scary, and I felt, not that I get suicidal, but it's like I just didn't know what to do. Like I really felt it was like really a proper episode, I guess. And I don't get these. Like I haven't had one of these since I was like anorexic or really young.
That's about like crash out.
No, but it was like I was probably, and I was like, what do I do? And I'm like pacing. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go like shopping, which I don't normally do in London. I had some stuff to return, and I was like, do you know what? Just getting out of the house and wandering around is gonna be good. On my way out, my aunt catches me and is like, hey, you okay? I obviously fell apart, and so she takes time out of her like day, she's working from home, takes time out of her day to sit with me and talk through my feelings, and we do, and I suddenly feel a lot better, but super like weak and just emotional still. But I felt properly scared because I was like really like, I can't control this. I remember what the cause of this was.
Yeah.
Basically, I've been working with my therapist, and I haven't been journaling because I find it exhausts me, because I'll have to write pages and pages and pages to get to my point. I can't be asked to write the filler info. Mind map it. What I basically did is made mind maps that were too good, and I'd made one, I've talked about relationships before, but basically I made one about like all the reasons why I'd want a boyfriend, because I was saying to my therapist, like, I've got all these projects going, I've got these great friendships, I'm having loads of fun, I'm not really dating at the moment. Why have I still got this deep down need that I need a boyfriend? Because like I don't really want one, so why have I still got that? And I basically, because we'd said before, like if I learn all the like red flag like skills and activities that guys do, like surfing or that type of thing, then I'd feel better and all of this stuff, and like be confident, take myself on dates, blah blah blah, then I'd feel better. And I basically did this like mind map, and like you can't really see it, but anyway, I did different like levels, and then I highlighted all of the like outer ring of stuff, like the final kind of like butterfly thing, and then I highlighted it, and it basically, I got to the point that it was like the comfort and safety need feelings, and like feeling seen and motivation to keep going, and like feeling like I'm safe enough to relax, or it gives me an excuse. it's weird. When I'm in a relationship, it's the only time where I feel like I can properly like just hang out and like chill. Whereas otherwise in the evenings, I'm like, oh, I'm going to edit or I'm going to do that. And like, I don't really stop.
You can't sit still.
I've really messed up
It's
my
not
sleep
even
recently.
like you need to be doing like, it's not even like a fidget thing. It's like you just can't, you don't want to waste time.
Yeah, but time is so precious. It just scares me. So I'm always just doing something. And I basically was really upset because I just thought, I'm not really articulating this that well. But I just...
Yeah, this is a lot.
It basically just really upset me. And that's why, obviously it was the hormones and the grief thing, but that triggered me because I was like, holy shit, it's not a self-development thing. These are things I can never fill as a gap. I also think my ex-boyfriend, for some reason, I remember when I met him, like the way that he was with me reminded me of mum a bit. And it's like I had found a substitute. It's super weird. That obviously didn't work out. And like, yeah, I really hope he's doing well. But yeah, that was really interesting. And now I'll broach relationships differently. I'm in such a different place now. But anyways, it's basically everything, dating in London, jobs, all of this stuff has been crazy. I haven't really been dating though, as I said, but just it's been weird.
Yeah.
And it's just, I've really been like fighting it out and it's been really, really hard, I'm not gonna lie. But as of like the last 2 months actually, I've really been feeling like better on my own. And
I mean, I feel like with you've almost, this might sound wrong, this might come across the wrong way, but you've never had like proper independence.
No.
Because you've never found comfort in being single. No. You've always had to like... I have
been single for like a year.
You have been single, but
it didn't feel like this.
But that's because, I don't know, it's not like a level of understanding yourself and... Do you know what I mean? Like it's, you've never really spent enough time with yourself and tried to love yourself and look after yourself like that.
Exactly.
Because as much as you like to stay busy, you're not actually spending time with yourself because you're not allowing yourself to relax. So you're saying with a partner you feel like you are able to relax, but that's not...
Yeah. Exactly.
If that's the one time that you can relax, that's not good. That's not self-love.
So because I've been toughing it out and spending time, I'm like, okay, so Amy, now we're going to like watch TV or we're going to read or like this type of thing.
Just chill, bro.
Yeah, trying to recreate those experiences but on my own. Yeah, try and find balance and all this stuff. Like I now, I'm feeling a lot better because I've spent periods of time over my life where it's been like 6 months to like a year and a half where I've been single. But
it's different. It's completely different. This is like completely alone. Because even though you were single, you would have had mum to call every day. And that's support. That is support. Yeah. That's, that is the security. That is literally the security and support. Yeah. Same with a boyfriend or a partner. You need security and support. Exactly. It's the love and support that you get.
Yeah. And there's not one person, not one friend, not one family member, not one of my mum's friends or family friends. Like I have such an army of people that help me for different things, but it's just been learning how to utilize help and ask for that and being able to accept, okay, like I'm never going to be able to fulfill that one person. You're not actually allowed to talk about it that much, but I went to 2 sessions of a 12-step meeting. I did one online and one in person. And I won't say what type it was, but I think if you're ever considering going to any of those meetings, I think you should go. But I found it really eye-opening and it really helped me process all this stuff. But what I did find is although some of the symptoms and everything overlapped, everything for me, because the base was grief, I was like, that's slightly different. And it's because I was working with my therapist for ages and I thought I need something heavier. I want to kind of tap into the specific thing. And this like closed that door for me and kind of helped me join the dots of other stuff. So it's been really helpful for closure. But I think for anyone grieving, like you need a really good therapist and don't be afraid to change them up if you feel like something's not working or, but I know it's tough out there. I actually met through a friend at a birthday thing. One of her mates is a therapist and I can't remember exactly what the conversation was, but it was kind of, I was saying along the lines of, I went to different cancer charities and said, like, these are the ways this last year that I'm coping with, like, grief. Can I have help with that? And they're like, it's not really our area. Like, you can get counselling on the NHS for this or, like, that type of thing. But then I think he was saying, like, if you went to the NHS and you wanted help with grief, then basically each coping strategies or existing mental health issues have to be one triggers one type of counselling, one triggers another, and depending on what you say, different therapists can't help you.
Right, yeah.
So I'm lucky because I pay for a private counsellor, but like if you're in the NHS as well, like you do kind of just get pushed around. It's really tricky, and I need to do more research into it and just get some resources out there for people. But yeah. But anyway, 12-step meetings. If you are coping with grief in like any different way, like those are there as well as your therapy.
I think one thing to add about the whole scattering day, I did not cry. I don't think I've actually cried properly since. The only day that the only day that I did like cry was when we had an argument. I just cried in my room for like 20 minutes. Well, it wasn't even 20 minutes. Every time I was trying to get ready, I was like, I can't do makeup because I'm crying.
Sorry, man.
That's fine. It's fine. We move, we groove, we thrive.
Yeah.
We stay alive. But yeah, no, I feel like I haven't really cried. And I feel like my emotional, I don't even know, I just feel like my tiredness level is, I'm so fucking exhausted here. And I genuinely think it's because of just the emotional exposure. I just feel so dead. And as I said before, like with my uni bubble, I'm so happy because it's almost like avoidance, and I'm isolated and I'm just away from it. And now again, it's like coming back here is obviously feelings are going to be brought up that I've like tried to bottle and keep down. I think it's just hard because I don't know where it's coming out. I don't feel like I can cry. I just feel like I'm so exhausted yet distracted here at the same time. I just don't know. I don't know how to react, so I'm just like dead. I think it's just coming out as tiredness. And I just don't know what's happening.
I mean, this is what I went through a couple months ago. As I said, like I'm now feeling like I can look after myself. I really do feel like she's gone, and I feel comfortable with that. But I'm really sorry. It's really hard being here.
I fucking hate it, but I love it because it's like just being here obviously makes me feel so much closer to her, especially being here in the studio. It's like this just makes me feel so much closer and like bonded with her. This feels great. But it's just being back here and being in the house that she died in, and just bringing a lot of stuff up. This is just really like, as much as I want to run from the grief, I turn around and I come here and it's literally in my face and I can't run from it. So yeah, it's just trying to deal with those feelings, and I'm not sure where or how they're going to come up, and I've got to figure out where to channel that.
Yeah, it does get easier. I promise, like, it's going to be all right. But
this is the thing, Amy's come back here so much, whereas I haven't.
Yeah. So
in that sense, we're on different stages of grief. I feel like here is a different grief to continuing on normal life. Like this is literally like another world. Like to me, this is a different world to my uni world, and this is a different world to your London world.
I also just, if we got rid of this house, I really like, it's the last real like mum thing. So being here really does feel like being with a part of her. But also like it's all just tough because for example, one of the things that I'd like to do this weekend is potentially go through like some of our old home movies and like try and record bits and that type of thing. But that is really emotionally draining, and it's really hard in knowing when to like engage with grief and like commemorating someone. Not wanting their magic to go away and that type of thing. And when you're like, where you set boundaries with this podcast and that type of thing, and how much you let it kind of take over exactly.
I think for me, that's something that I've had, like experiencing depression and journaling. It's like journaling helps, but it also doesn't in the moment, because the more I'm journaling, the more I'm thinking and the more I spiral. And it's like I can't take myself out of it. So I had to kind of time myself and I had to like set a timer for like 20 minutes so that I couldn't go beyond that point, because it would just get to a point where I would journal and it would be great, but then it would be bringing up those bottled emotions, and then I'd genuinely want to die. So I feel like it's the same thing. It's like capping it and having a limit of how much. I think I feel like I've spoken to my counsellor about this. It's like dedicating time to mum and allowing time to myself and to grieve mum on special days. Like lighting a candle, meditating, but that's just like things that I'm not going to do. It normally just comes up on random days and I just don't know what to do with it. So I usually just sit there and journal and cry for like 2 hours and then I'm good.
I think it's just heartbreaking having such a big, amazing person that was such an individual go. But I really don't think she's going to be forgotten. Like seeing people at the ash scattering, you can just see that she has had such a prolific impact on so many people's lives. And but I just, she just had a way of making things really like magical, and like we just had such a great childhood.
That's what we're missing is in all the job hunting and everything that we do. We just need that one person just be like, you've got this, or look on the bright side, see it like this. And we just don't have that, and it's trying to be your own person and trying to be in that mindset, but it's hard because I feel like I'm a negative person. So trying to be more positive. I'm very positive for other people, but I can't be positive for myself. So I feel like mum was just great in the sense that she would literally add magic to everything. And it would just be like a positive, everything's a positive. Or like, oh, you're having a bad day, well, that means tomorrow's got to be good. Or like, do you know what I mean? It was just small things like that. And I think that's what you've said, is like, you've just wanted support during this whole entire time because you're so fucking close. And you just need that love from that one person just to be like,
just like going. A mascot. Yeah, literally just to be like, you did it, you're doing a good job, just keep going. Don't worry about it. Like that type of thing.
Because I feel like as much as I can do that, I'm just not enough.
No, but then also I'm awfully accepting, like, like it's just, that is huge. And again, like, I think that was one of the things from dating is like having someone to be like, keep going, good job. And I'm like, no, I can keep telling myself, but it's really mispraised, which sounds so like dodge, but it's rough, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it, and it all does feel lighter. Just a year on feels so much lighter and more manageable.
But I just I feel like I'm just in a really, really weird place, and all I can think about, I think it's hard because I'm still very much in a place where I'm only taking one day at a time, so that's quite difficult. But I think I've said to you, I can think about the future forever and I can dwell on it, and then that will make me spiral. When I think about the future, that's what makes me spiral. But I think all I can see right now is the next steps in my life that will be very triggering. So for me, it's like this time next year, I'll be graduating. I'll have to do graduation without mum. And it's like, that's one that's crazy. And then also, once I graduate, I then got to figure out what I want to do with my life. And I feel like that within itself is going to cause an almost like, or trigger a second grief. And I just feel like it's this whole thing of not knowing, because I'm just in this whole protection of uni. It's like surrounded by friends and my boyfriend, and I'm just distracted by work, and there's just so many things going on. So I think to take myself out of that and to have that finished, that's definitely going to trigger feelings of that I've not really had before. So like I am a bit concerned about that, but for now we're all good. In the middle of the summer, heading into year 3 soonish. Not really, we've got our holiday, we've got things to look forward to. So this is the thing as well, like right now I feel really hopeful for my future. I'm like, I can get whatever I want. I'm so close to getting my dream. Like I just need this job, and then, it's going to open up the capacity for me to dream bigger and, potentially work remotely and all of these great things. But then equally, it's like, I know how this goes. If I don't get either of these jobs, then I'm going to feel, I'll be in a really low place and I don't know what I will do. But I'm not thinking like that. I am going to get one of these ones, so I'm going to make it happen. But, that literally plays into what you're saying. It's just, having that you're insecure already because of all of this, and then having complete insecurity about everything else. But obviously, it's just a lot.
You're always going to have a place to stay. I'm always going to have a place to stay. Like it will be fine.
Exactly.
It will be okay. But it was pretty rough.
I think what I need to think as well is that I would be in this position if mum was here anyway. I'd be struggling to find my way, and I'd be struggling to find a job and decide what I want to do, even if mum was here. It's just the idea of she would tell me what I want to hear, and she would be supportive. And I feel like I wouldn't be as lost as I feel now.
No, it's funny you're saying about you'd still be in the same boat. And actually, I'm now looking at environmental stuff, and the whole reason why I got stuck in fashion PR. It wasn't Mum's fault. Like, I fell into it as I was coming out of uni. Like, it was perfect. It was an amazing internship at Sister Jane. I had the best time. But she was kind of like, PR is going to make you more money than environmental stuff. She was kind of wrong there. And, if she'd have said, no, like, keep going. Because when I came out of uni, there weren't jobs for what I'm looking for now. But if I'd have done more research and if I'd have known how to... It's all one of those things, though, because I know how to PR now. I'm like, right, this is the company I like. This is the thing. This is this person. Right, I'm just going to reach out to them and, like, see if we can meet for a coffee. And then who knows where it'll go from there. And, like, that type of thing. So arguably, yeah, even if she'd been more like, no, go for the environmental thing, and I'd done more research and pushed more and just if I'd have held out, I think I would have found the right thing. Equally, if I hadn't done, maybe I wouldn't have the skills and confidence I have now from PRing to be able to just, like, reach out to people. And but you can't think like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're going to be fine.
Thanks.
You're figuring it out.
You will be too. You've so got this.
I know.
You've got this.
Yeah.
You'll find a job.
Exactly. So, and our dad's managing to, like, reinvent his life a bit at the moment. So if he can do it, we can do it. Do you have anything to add? Don't do drugs, stay in school. I don't know. Like and Skip
subscribe.
class, smoke grass, and eat it.
Yes.
No, I'm joking.
Such a good reference.
It's so good. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We've been Amy and Bunny.
On We've All Got Dead
We've All Got Dead
People.
People.
Tune in for more
Hell yeah.
next time.
Hell yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. See ya.